Kia ora, everyone. Chester for Earth Sciences New Zealand, doing our weekly check-in with John Law from the MetService. Good afternoon, John.
Kia ora, Chester. Thanks again. It's that time of the week just to catch up on what's been happening. And what a week we've had. Honestly, so much weather. It's been a busy one for us and for you, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And we've got a lot to talk about still, but we are on the back end of this system and Matariki weekend. So let's get right into those warnings that you have there on the map. We've got, it looks like a couple left before we get into the heart of the weekend.
That's right. We're still seeing the back edge of this wet weather to clear away. Now, we've got watches as well for places like Kaikoura. Now, some of those spots have seen as much as 400 millimetres in the ranges through there. That's a huge amount of rain to come through. And so the watch there is to say that we're still getting rain today. It's not nearly to the same level as we saw over the last 2 days, but it's going to be wet. And similarly for the lights down in Dunedin as well, it's more rain today. It's not as much as we saw, but it's just that last bit of rain to come through. And that watch for snowfall, where the cold air is coming up, is giving us some spectacular scenery across parts of Otago and Southland. But it's always a little bit trickier on those higher mountain roads, so something just to watch out for through there. And that wet weather is moving north, as you can see those warnings now for places like Wairarapa and the ranges of Hawke's Bay as well. So as that rain moves north, again, feeding towards the east, so those eastern areas catching that rainfall. And I know particularly Wairarapa, they've had plenty of wet weather already in the last few weeks. So a real concern for those areas too. Plenty still happening, but the good news is things are looking better as we head in towards the Matariki long weekend.
That's right. As we head into the weekend, that colder air that's helping to produce some of that snow there in the South Island, John, leads to, well, some colder temperatures. We've got this ridge building in, and as this ridge of high pressure builds in over the weekend, let me scroll over to the temperatures to show you what that's all about. Look at these numbers, and I know you all have been watching these temperatures. These are going to be some of the coldest temperatures of the season so far. Look at where we are. If you're out doing some sky gazing on Friday morning, look at those numbers there, John.
So cold. It's the classic setup, isn't it? We have that cold southerly that comes through, and then the high pressure brings with it nice clear skies and light winds, the perfect ingredients for those really cold mornings. But like you say, also the best kind of conditions for some astronomy. Astronomers love those clear, cold, crisp nights, and I don't think they're going to be in short supply as we head through the weekend. Temperatures really dropping down. You can see even on the North Island, back below freezing through parts of Waikato, Taupo, the Rotorua. It's going to be cold and frosty through Saturday and Sunday. And it's worth saying that with those frosty conditions, especially where we've still got some of that water on the roads, it could be some icy conditions too. So I know that's something to watch out for if you're going to be up early through the weekend. It's cold, it's frosty, so take extra care if you're out to go to see Matariki in that early morning sky. It's going to be a cold one, but hopefully some decent viewing conditions.
Right, yeah, we want everyone to stay safe, so that's a good reminder about the black ice, and if you're headed across any of those mountain passes, you have to watch for that. Also, with the snow that we're still experiencing in parts of the South Island, you want to check with the MetService. I know you all have some road snowfall warnings and a variety of watches and warnings you saw there on the screen. So the full rundown, of course, where do you get those, John?
The best place to go is, as always, at metservice.com or on the app. You can get the latest watches and warnings. And for those road conditions, keep an eye on the info from NZTA Wakatahi. They'll have all the info on what the conditions of the roads are.
Always great advice. John Law, prepare for a clear, cold, but generally nice Matariki weekend. I hope you have a great weekend, John.
You too. Enjoy, Chester. Speak to you next week.